Jonathan, can you take us into what the conversation was like when Coach Kerr told you you were going to start?
He just came up to me the day before, and he was like, "We're gonna start you." And, I was excited. I was happy. It was surprising for him to just come up to me like that and like telling me that you're gonna start. And all he said was like, "Just keep doing what you've been doing. You're being good. I love the way you're growing, stuff like that." That was it.
And what did you do immediately after? Do you call somebody? Do you what's your?
Nah, I ain't call nobody. No. I didn't call nobody. I was just happy.
How did you think you did?
For me?
Yeah.
I did decent. It's not the way I wanted to go, but for most of the part, I feel like I was just doing some stuff that the team needed me to do, and kind of helping the team, especially us winning that game.
Does it mean anything to you being like you were at 19, you were the youngest person to ever start a playoff game? Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, it means a lot. I broke history. Everybody else gonna remember that. Hopefully there is somebody else next year or the years that gonna start at the early age, but as long as it's still me, I feel like I broke the history. So I'm just happy about that.
Did you know going into the game that you were the youngest starter?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Obviously, it's hard to predict how one season is going to go or your first season is going to go. But when you started this year, did you think, yeah, starting in a playoff game is going to be a plausible thing for me?
Yeah, I always believe in myself. I always keep this one thing in my head, knowing that everything is possible. So, I mean, like I say, the way the season went, I like the way it went, and I was expecting even more than the way it went. But I'm glad and happy just the way the season is going now.
You hear a lot of people say playoff basketball is really different than regular season basketball. Have you felt that, and how, if so, how?
I would say just more intense, and you just gotta be smart, because pretty much everything counts. Plays wise, or taking the ball, taking care of the ball, just little details, everything counts.
Jonathan, I just go back to what you were talking about with the expectations for the season. I got to imagine a player of your caliber, you've always started, you've always played a lot of minutes on whatever team you're on. How did you handle and what did you do to kind of manage the fact that your role would change on a nightly basis? Some nights you play a lot of minutes, some nights you wouldn't play at all. You start. What was that like for you?
I mean, I just had to be patient. I sat down a couple of times asking myself questions, and trusting the process. I mean, I wanted to go out there and be the man and play a lot of minutes every single day, but in life, you just gotta be patient. You gotta wait for your moment. And I think I had a couple of times where I was starting, a couple of times I was playing, and a couple of times I wasn't playing. So I was just patient and staying true to myself and keep working hard. I was asking myself like type of question that do I deserve to go out there and be playing every single day? Do I deserve to sit out? And that kind of helped me to put myself in a spot where I just need to keep working and listening to everybody, coaches, my teammates, and just trusting the process because they've seen it. Some of them done it before. Even my coach, Steve, played before. And so just them talking to me throughout the season, I kind of learned a lot and grow from there.
Jonathan, what have you learned from Kavan this season? What have you learned from playing with Luna this season?
Oh, I mean, you see right next to me in the locker room, so I get to like talk to him about certain stuff because he's been here for like how long, 7, 8 years? Yeah, so and he been through pretty much what I'm going through right now. So just picking up his brain every single day, it kind of helped me on the court, off the court, and just being around the coaches, everybody here.
What have been some of those tidbits you shared?
Uh, if I take back, like I said, trust in the process. Because I feel he been injured a couple times. There is times he didn't play. And he ended up playing 82 games. So he told me that anytime your moment comes, just be ready. You never know, especially with our rotation and stuff. There's days they're just gonna throw you out there, and you just gotta stay ready for those moments.
Do you know how some dudes like to take their anger out on the rim when they dunk the basketball?
I don't trust myself hanging on the rim or driving so hard.
Well, I was asking, like, when you're going up for a dunk, what's going through your head?
I mean, I just happen to be up there. I don't really be thinking about it. I just happen to be up there. I don't really be thinking about it.
There's so much institutional knowledge on this team, from Steve to, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, so much winning. I'm curious, especially right now where you guys are at in the playoffs, who do you especially turn to kind of like guide you? Like, is there anybody whose words have really stood out to you?
I mean, I'm a rookie on this team and I'm kind of playing certain minutes. Pretty much everybody on the team, they're like my mates. Most of the time, Draymond talked to me, Andre talked to me. I don't know if y'all be watching the game. Steph always stop me a certain time and talk to me. Clay always talk to me. So pretty much everybody brings whatever they see. If I'm doing good or bad, Otto Porter is one of those guys who always talk to me. So, because they've been there. And I'm glad to have them around me because most of the rookies that got drafted this year didn't have what I get to go through this year. And pretty much everybody on the team always come up to me and just tell me what they see or trying to kind of help me.
You're kind of in a unique situation, being, a higher draft pick. Usually when you get into when you're a higher draft pick, you play right away. You play a lot of minutes. And that hasn't necessarily been your case this season. Has that ever been really hard to see other players that have been drafted around you maybe get more opportunities than you have this season, though you are obviously on a more stacked team?
No, I didn't really worry about that. I think somebody asked me this type of question before, and I respond to if I keep up with what other people are doing or whatever they're getting, it's just gonna mess my mind up. It's gonna make me wanna do certain stuff that's not me, or wanna go out there and prove something that I don't need to be proven. All I really need is just be around here. I think I'm the luckiest to be here, to grow around this team, grow around everybody here, everybody watching my growth every single day. I think that's what matters.
And then what does it mean for you for your confidence to know that Steve entrusted you with a start? How does that help you boost your confidence?
I mean, it just I'll say I'm really happy for that though, but it motivates me every single day. Because if he's starting me and trusts me at this age, that puts you in a situation where if you're kind of smart, you think back, you look back, you're like, if I keep putting the same work that I always put in, it's even gonna get me better. Or even if I don't put this work, it's gonna get me worse. So just him trusting me and starting me, I feel like he put me in a situation where I need to keep up with the work that I do every single day. And those work put me in a good situation.